There's a technique you propose in the book called the outcomes matrix. Tell me about the outcomes matrix.
Well, this brings together three very important steps in the whole process, okay? Well, really writing down the alternatives, writing down the criteria, and filling in the projections. Each cell is
So
a
three steps come together in effect.
alternatives, you project it with respect to some criterion. The cell where they intersect is where you project the outcome. Okay? So you have three very important steps all together, make one matrix, one piece of paper. You can look at it and take a bath and look at it. Okay? So it's really useful, but I want to stress here, not only is it useful for getting things into your head and in a single piece of paper,
it organizes everything.
It organizes,
at least you've got it all there. You've got all your criteria, and you can say, have I missed anything? You've got your alternatives. Have I missed any? And then you've thought hard about it. It forces you to think about, okay, what are the projected outcomes that I got to put in each one of those little boxes?
So far, so good. But the next step is when you have a blank cell that you really have a hard time filling in, you say, well, that's an important cell. I better do a lot more work to figure that one out. So it shows you. The thing about the outcome matrix is you should not really use it as a template for reporting or writing or communicating your final product. Sometimes it helps, and often it just doesn't.
It's a little ponderous. It can be awfully big, and it can be awfully too many cells to report.
It's a piece of scratch pad work for you.
Right. It might be that a simplified outcomes matrix, though, where you might take two of the most important criteria and the three final alternatives and just say something about them and show how the three alternatives differ, and actually might show clearly that two of the three or all three alternatives have some virtues and they have some defects, and part of the problem is it's not clear which of those three alternatives is best, and it really depends upon how you fill in those boxes and how you weigh those criteria. So it can be helpful for that kind of presentation to your client.
It can be.
And because that client can see, gosh, there's some tough trade-offs I got to make here.
Yeah.
I may get more efficiency, but it's going to be less equity. And how do I feel about that?